Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, pokeaim here. Today we have another Pokemon Showdown Live OU. We're using Dragalge. Shout out to Winter for this team. What does Dragalge do? It drops Dracos. And it's also a dragon type that can beat fairies because of its fairy stab, which is pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, the best fairy in OU is Magearna, and Dragalge doesn't really deal with that too well, but that's why we have a bunch of OU Pokemon to help us deal with that. And even then, these OU Pokemon don't deal with Magearna. Well, I think we're going to see a suspect or quick ban or something for Magearna soon. Something. But yeah, if you guys want to use this team, check out my website. We have, the link is down below. We have Toxic Spikes Dragalge, Spikes Magnezone, Swords Rillaboom, Bulk Up Leftovers, Cinderace, Physically Defensive Apollon, and Mixed Defensive Defogging Mandibuzz. Also, if you haven't subscribed and you've watched a few of my videos, I'd love if you subscribe. That stuff not only does it help me out, but also, if you get to see my videos, if you've watched a few of them, I would think that at this point, maybe you'll watch a little bit more. Now, I'm looking at this game in a way that if I set up a T-Spike with Dragalge, Cinderace can beat everything. And Cinderace is a phenomenal lead because it has a speed tier that beats my opponent's entire team. But also because it says, hey, stay away from me, Kyurem, right now. Because Specs Kyurem, if this is Specs Kyurem, is a problem. Dragalge is really nice too because with T-Spikes plus Magnezone, my opponent can't stop the Cinderace in the late game. So this just says, hey, if you lead off with your Kyurem, don't stay in. Now they lead off with their Gastrodon, which isn't too bad for me. Don't obviously want to take a Scald, but I don't mind getting up T-Spike with Dragalge here. They shouldn't be able to do too much to me with... I mean, Earthquake's going to hurt, right? Earthquake is definitely going to hurt, but T-Spike is going to hurt the Como. It's going to hurt the... I'll get up both layers too. It's going to hurt Como. It's going to hurt that. And they can't... The thing about this is that if they defog, then they'll lose to Magnezone if they are not Shed Shell. So, and if they U-turn... then I get up a T-Spike on something. So let's see if they're Shed Shell right now. They are not. I'm Choice Specs. I'm timid though and not modest, which really sucks in this case. It very much does suck in this case. I don't like timid. I don't. Come on, that Corviknight should not live that. Maybe I'll need a modest later or timid later, but if I killed that, I got a T-Spikes again. Now right here I can see them doubling out into their Kyurem, and there's not a lot I can do that actually stops that play. I could go hard Cinderace, but besides that I don't really have the best mid-ground. However, I don't think Mandibuzz has much of a role in this game, so I'm willing to let them potentially Scald Burn me or even go for Toxic here as I get in my Dragalge and then get up a T-Spike. What is this Gastrodon's moveset? Is it just Scald? Oh, it finally shows the Earth Power. That's nice. So we get up both layers and be able to bring out Rillaboom. And the great thing about Rillaboom is it absolutely destroys my opponent. I can go for knockoff first as they end up going right out into Jirachi. So that's amazing because I'm able to deal with the Choice Scarfer. So that's going to help out my Cinderace a lot more. And we'll just Grassy Glide here as they end up going Kyurem. And I basically get the Mon that I want, Poison. So that's really, really good. Dragalge did its job. All I had to do was get up a T-Spike to deal with this, and now once I bulk up, I should be able to smack my opponent. I'm assuming that Magnezone is my expendable member at this point, even if they go for Earth Power, which is a very, very solid play. I can at least stop them now, and then bring out Mandibuzz here and just go for U-turn, just keeping up offensive momentum as they bring out Clef. Now they could have Thunder Wave on Clef. I think what I'll do is I'll make the Hippowdon play here. They could have Thunder Wave because Rocks will obviously make me allow me to beat Corviknight. But I already have the T-Spike on Kyurem. I just need it on Gastrodon too. If I get up Rocks here, Corviknight obviously dies. I'm going to go for Whirlwind as they're going to try and bring out Corviknight, yeah. And let's see if we can fish the Gastrodon. That'd be great. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I'll just click Rocks now because Corviknight died. I already got what I needed, which was that Mon basically being gone. So they could still, I guess Jirachi could still be annoying too, but now I believe I just slack off with a Hippowdon here. Obviously their Scalds are hurting, but I don't need this Mon anymore at all. Like Gastrodon being weakened means that Cinderace wins. Eventually they probably will burn me. They could attempt to bring out Jirachi and Healing Wish, I suppose. That could be the only annoying thing. Let's just go for Earthquake here as they end up going right out into Clefable. We'll slack off once more, unless they Moonblast immediately. I'll bring out Rillaboom, and I think we win. from this position. Is this Life Orb? It is not. So you can go ahead and give me you. Pretty sure Kyurem dies as well, and the only thing that doesn't die is probably Como, but I weaken that, and then I get to set up a Bulk Up with Cinderace, and I win the game. So that's what I'm... No, you die. Yeah, you die, sorry. No, you die. Go Como. I simply Drain Punch here. Are they not even physically defensive? Are they just... Okay, I'm about to say. And now I set up a Bulk Up with my Cinderace, and I think I win the game. Well, 2 Bulk Ups win me the game. I guess they could be toxic. They're Iron Defense. I still believe double Bulk Up is still enough to deal with this, especially because my next move is going to allow me to resist their attack. And, I mean, provided I connect, I should win. I get a crit, but they had... Only if they crit me back with Body Press could they win, because I became a Psychic type. So only if they crit me back, they could win right there. They go Jirachi in an attempt to... What, trick? It's just Pyro Ball. We should win right now. And the leftover Cinderace is bringing it back. So, I mean, that went exactly how I thought it would go. We used Dragalge to T-Spike, T-Spike, and T-Spike. And then Cinderace endgames. Yep. And then Corviknight dies to Rock. So I'm really glad that game went basically exactly how I thought it would go. Not bad. Whew, Dragalge did his job. It didn't even have to be alive. Now, obviously, I was really disappointed that Magnezone did not pick up the KO there. I think Timid is what? For like an Adamant Bisharp type of thing? Sure. Some Como too. I guess Aegislash. But, I mean, as I'm saying it, they're Pokemon that I understand why we have Timid over Modest. But in that scenario, I wouldn't have had to make any plays with a Powdon at all. And I love how... I just love how Powdon was able to beat a Water type. But then again, it's a Powdon at the end of the day. So... we were able to break through that balance really nicely, and hopefully we can do this again. It looks like I can't even find a game in OU, the most played tier on the ladder besides random battles. I'll be right... Oh, okay. Ooh, yo, you're going to destroy me, aren't you? This guy got a team, baby. This dude has a team. So, Hippowdon, in theory, just phases everything out. I'm willing to lead off with it and just get up rocks as well and simply... Oh, cool. So great. So I get up rocks and like Urshifu I'm not worried about because I'm just going to Cinderace it after phasing it. If they go Azu, I'm simply going to Whirlwind that too. Go ahead. Go ahead and close combat me. Take your damage. I don't know if that's choiced. But Hippo basically didn't beat anything besides that. I guess Scolipede technically, but I feel like you can deal with them too. I am very weak to Volcarona though, not gonna lie. I think I just bring you up and just click Pyro Ball. I'm assuming you're not Scarf, that you're actually banded. I could be wrong. This could be a pretty bad like thought for me, but I have to be very careful around Volcarona. That Mon can destroy me. That Mon can actually destroy me. So, we're going to Pyro Ball here. If I had Gunk, it'd be a little bit easier. I'd probably go for Gunk now. But Pyro Ball should definitely be able to destroy the Urshifu at -1. Just because Cinderace is way too strong. And I guess as long as Cinderace is healthy, especially with leftovers, I should be good. Now I can see them doubling out right now into Volcarona. We're going to make the Magnezone play because it doesn't let me have in Rillaboom, which is useful in checking these two. I'm just clicking Specs, Thunder Boy. I'm not going to bother predicting. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Click this foul play right now. If you try and set up in front of my face. I have no idea what your item was, by the way, but Dragalge would be my sack for this. And then Sucker Punch into... Hopefully, I'm hoping that a Grassy Glide endgame is what does it. But this guy has Heavy Duty Boots too, unfortunately. I just said I had no idea what their item is, but it's definitely Heavy Duty Boots. As you can see, he's taking 6%, and there's a rock right next to him. Azu comes out. I still make the Dragalge play. Just Sludge Wave here. Bring out Rillaboom. We're going to knock off just because I shouldn't die to what odds to go for, but if I can hit something like Scolipede upon switching, that'd be good too. I don't think they... The thing is, like, Cinderace wins from this position already. It does. So, I'm gonna knock. Because if they give me Azu, then Cinderace wins. If they belly drum or do whatever, that shouldn't matter. I just grassy glide right after. And again, I'm assuming Cinderace wins because I'm assuming that's like agility or specs Porygon. It could be Scarf though. Could be Scarf and be a problem. But we'll grassy glide here as Scolipede comes out. I'm just gonna go for knockoff, allowing the poison jab me. Bring out the goat. What does this do? That looks like a problem. You can't baton pass, so I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to do. I foul play a Azumarill twice. I guess it could be sub top. Is this just sub Swords Dance? If they're not protect, then like I said, Cinder should win. Because I just bulk up in front of Azu and then Sucker Punch Azu as well. This Endeavor? Is that what this is? Ah, okay. So we get rid of Scolipede. Cool. Porygon comes out. Let him try attack me. I'll bring out Cinderace. Click Pyro Ball. That should kill Porygon. Unless they're Scarf, I guess. They could be. Oh, I like the idea behind this. You sub because you have T-Spikes with a Selgor. I'm fairly confident Pyro Ball knocks you out. I could be wrong. But I'm fairly confident that's the case. Oh, they were Scarf and they crit me anyway. Good game. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have much then if that was the case. If I knew they were Scarf, maybe I needed a T-Spike up to bulk up. Oh, it is what it is. My special wall. That was really cool then. I didn't expect them to be Endeavor. I mean, I called Endeavor, but I didn't expect them at the same time. I love Dragalge in this because it can get a T-Spike pretty easily, considering it doesn't care about Hatterene. Sucker Punch on Cinderace is going to be nice. I mean, obviously this looks like Trick Room type of thing. Magnezone looks really strong here too, and Dragalge just looks amazing. Like, if I just use it, I'm assuming this might be Banded Rillaboom on this, and I'm leading off with Scizor. We're going to see if we can get up a T-Spike here. As they go for Psycho Cut. I mean, are they going to Sewer Power now? I just bring out my Magnezone as they Swords Dance. And we go right for the Modest Specs attack, which does nothing. I love how they're trapped, but I will not... Wait, no, I will beat them. Their Bullet Punch is their last move. Give me this, give me this Scizor. So that's awesome for Dragalge because now Sludge Wave plus Draco kills everything. As Marowak comes in nice and poisoned, as it should be. And Hippowdon is simply here for you. Oh, they miss a Will-O-Wisp. I'm sorry. What am I fighting? Sorry about that, buddy. Let me expect them to go out to Mandibuzz here as they try and go for double Will-O-Wisp. Why? Earthquake killed you. Alright. Well, we'll force them to Flare Blitz or Fire Punch here. Are they just max Spadef? There you go. The Mandibuzz. To bring out Magnezone and click Thunderbolt. If they go out to Marowak, I have a Hippowdon that is literally useless. And they gave me Mandibuzz. I'm glad I'm modest and not timid there. Go Hippo on the Marowak. This is just an odd game. And I'll just Whirlwind. Main reason being is if they bring out Hatterene, I'd be phased out. Same thing. I don't mind them KOing me there. But gosh, it did some damage. I'll U-turn here because it's actually worse for me, I think, to not having Dragalge, because I think Dragalge can outplay. I can beat Hatterene if it's what's it called? I can beat Hatterene if it's Trick Room, especially because I get a bulk up here. Yeah. So the problem is I'm not trying to miss. I'm not trying to go for Sucker Punch and have them burn me, so I'm just gonna go for Pyro Ball. That way they can't do that. Are they underwear Clefable? Oh, they are. Okay. That's pretty cool. We're bringing out Dragalge then because we don't care about that Pokemon at all. And I'll click Sludge Wave because they have 0 switch-ins to this Pokemon. There's one. They gave me Clef. You can take nothing from me. Man, sit down. I just won the game with Spikes Flash Cannon anyway. 1. Rillaboom comes out. I have to make a double that doesn't let them bring out their own Hatterene on me, so I'll make my own Rillaboom play. I'll just knock off here. And then Hat, if it's Trick Room, I just knock off into Grassy Glide, into Sucker Punch, and I should win. If it's Calm Mind, it's a little bit more annoying, I suppose. Okay. Well, try and do some damage. I do a lot, though, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that modest specs, I'm putting that stress on modest is enough for this. So in front of Marowak, I didn't have to stay in, but I get a little bit confident at that point, I think, where the, oh, I should say good game. Who cares? Who actually cares? Oh, revenge time. Let's try again, buddy. Oh my god, because of heavy duty boots, I can get up T-Spike in your face. That's so cool. So I like Hippo early. I like Rocks Up immediately as well. I like Rocks Up. Because they're heavy duty boots, they actually cannot absorb those toxic spikes, so that's something to keep in mind for Porygon as well, and obviously Urshifu and whatnot too. I like T-Spike, and I'm gonna attempt to beat the Volcarona very similarly. And now that I know they have Endeavor on their Scolipede plus Earthquake, they're still just as much of a threat, and I'm debating how I'm supposed to beat them. I still go Hippo here. Now, whether I decide to slack off or not is the question, but I'll go for Rocks first one more time because I think they'd Hazard. I don't think they'd immediately Final. They actually did Final Gambit again. I'm surprised because I expected that like the last time, so. Alright, so I should have slacked off there. I would have been out of range of Urshifu, but at least we get up Rocks. And I can simply Sludge Wave with my Dragalge. T-Spike for Azu and Porygon, though, is very, very, very tempting. So I'll let them close combat me. We'll bring in a Dragalge. I'm going to get up a T-Spike because, like I said, Scolipede, if it's heavy duty boots, it shouldn't be able to absorb this. That's how I'm thinking it works. If you're not affected by the hazards, you're not touching them, right? The boots are above it, so a T-Spike should still work. This wasn't even banded. Alright, so get that T-Spike there, perfect. Knock me out there, buddy. Thank you very much. I'm gonna bring out you and just Grassy Glide. I'll be a little bit safe. I don't want to go Cinderace and miss, especially because with grassy terrain up, I still think Mana Buzz is super strong, and Porygon should be checked via resistances plus priority. It's mainly just the Volcarona I'm scared of. That's about it. Give me this, Mon. And if I don't want to knock off on Scolipede because I want my T-Spike up. Could be awesome. So we get rid of you. They go Scolipede. What? It still absorbs T-Spike? Does that there's no way that interaction works that way. Come on, man. Does it seriously work that way? Does it actually work that way? Yeah. No. No. That will foul play. Perfect. All right, so that was like best case scenario right there because I still have Magnezone at full to click Thunderbolt if they go Porygon. And I still have, I didn't know that worked that way. Come on, that doesn't make sense. Does it? Whatever, I foul play here. Bring out Cinderace and click Pyro Ball. Get my kill. There we go. I believe I just click Grassy Glide twice and win. If they go Porygon, I win anyway. If they go Azu, I click Grassy Glide. So I just stay in on no matter what play they make. And I go for Sucker Punch on Porygon, and I go for, doesn't matter on Azu because Grassy Glide wins. All I needed them to do was give me that. Man, I gotta, can someone test that in-game for me? I would love if they tested that in-game. So we're just gonna Sucker Punch here. as they try attack. And we Grassy Glide, win the game. Now my turn to say good game and win. So I got my revenge. Is this dude Ash Ketchum? I just saw his... Yeah, I did. He is. Cool. Good game, bro. Didn't think heavy duty boots let you absorb T-Spikes. Whatever. I'm gonna tell him my thought process. He doesn't care, but I want to explain my play for me. But yeah, anyway, let's keep going. Dragalge's still been okay. Okay, it's been average. It's been average. But the first game, it definitely did what it was supposed to do for the team. I need somebody to test this. I'm gonna ask in my Discord right now. Where is this? Where is this? Do you have? Let me ask in my Discord. Can someone test on Wi-Fi if heavy duty boots, poison type, I just asked if somebody could test it for me. If not, I'll test it myself later. Oh god, you have problems. I have solutions. If they go Rotom, which is amazing versus my team, they go Cinderace, which I have a Hippowdon for. Basically, if they went Rotom, Dragalge let off well versus most of their team. That did nothing. All you gotta do is click slack off here. I don't care about them bulking up. This mon is supposed to only beat this Pokemon on their team. Though, I'll slack off once more because we'll eat this up. It didn't burn or crit me. That's crazy. Let me Earthquake here. Oh, it missed. It did exactly what it's supposed to do. Miss or burn. So I get my Hippowdon on 88, which is cool. I don't really care too much about Diggersby. I just click Earthquake on this thing too. And then Rillaboom's going to revenge kill it as well. I could go for Rocks, but I'm thinking I beat Zeraora between these guys. So maybe Rocks just to make Cinderace do its thing. Yeah, why not? As they try to Fire Punch, expecting my Mandibuzz or my Rillaboom to come out. I have Dragalge to come in on Gengar, so I'm not worried about that. I'll let him knock me out. Bring out Rillaboom. Not really much to predict. We're going to click Grassy Glide. I think Gengar might actually be 2-hit KO'd because I know Banded Woodhammer knocks him out, and Grassy Glide is very strong. And with the fact that I have a Dragalge, yum. Yeah, that was the last face they saw, Dragalge. Basically, from that position, I click Draco and I get a kill. Even if they're Bulk Up on their Zeraora, well, I guess Bulk Up could be bad. I was going to click Thunderbolt because it was, well, I was going to click Sludge Wave, excuse me, because it was better, more spammable. But Conk took a lot. Sludge Wave 2-hit KO'd Rotom. As long as I have the Grassy Glide, I can beat a Conk at 50%. I could beat a Zeraora at 60%. I could beat a Gengar at 50%. So I wasn't too worried about how that endgame would be. Yes, on Wi-Fi. Because I set up T-Spikes when it was confirmed heavy duty boots. Okay. I would just like to be sure. Thank you. My boy Joe is going to test it. Thank you, thank you. Because it's weird because I mean, it makes sense if it happens. Oh, we're fighting our first Magearna. Oh. Bulk Up Cinderace looks phenomenal here, and I love me some Dragalge action, and I expect Magearna if it had HP Fire. What a great Pokemon it would be. But Dragalge early because it can eat at least one move from Magearna. Now Magearna's setup, I'm gonna have to use Cinderace in an attempt to beat it. Magnezone can do a lot too. I don't think this is AV Magearna on this type of team, considering Ferrothorn can be the defensive backbone. But Dragalge, as well, just being able to drop and lead off well versus Salazzle makes a lot of sense. So we're just going to drop a Draco here. I don't care that they have 2 Fairy types, 2 Steel types, whatever. They're all the same Pokemon to me. I'm going to drop a Draco. If they want to Toxic me, because Salazzle's ability lets it poison a poison type, by all means. Thank you. T-Spike literally does nothing versus my opponent's team. A Thunderbolt, as they reveal that they are, that's either Specs, because that did a good chunk, not gonna lie, or that's Assault Vest. Yeah, that is Specs. So we know that mon is Specs, which is great. They end up bringing out their Togekiss. So we'll Thunderbolt twice as they're attempting to flinch us down. And Dragalge just said, nah. So not bad. That was probably Scarf, and we got rid of that. Amazing. Now, Dragapult comes out. If it wants to Draco me, I don't really have a switch. I guess Mana Buzzes are switching. As it Dragon Darts. Oh, it's physical. Okay, Hippo Wall's physical. Hippo also deals with Magearna and Salazzle as pivots, so yeah, Hippo Wall's this. If they Dragon Dance up, I'll just knock them out. And if I get rid of Dragapult, that's the only speed tier they have above Cinderace, whereas Bulk Up Cinderace can start killing everything. That's basically what I want from this position. And I would U-turn if I were them. I really would. I don't mind them foul playing in an attempt to defog, just because I can get in Specs Magnezone and just click Volt Switch. That's fine. Go ahead and let me Volt Switch here. It's funny because they can go out to Ferrothorn and wall me, but because their Mana Buzz has taken some damage right there, if they're special defensive, Power Ball does 44, so it 2-hit KOs Mana Buzz. So if they bring, what I'm trying to get at is that if they go Ferrothorn here, I bring out my Cinderace and I click Pyro Ball, and I 2-hit KO Mana Buzz. And let me get my kill. They might even try and go for Thunder Wave at this point because Cinderace is such a problem. If they pivot into Salazzle, they might double out into Mana Buzz, but I don't care. Hippowdon is just too good from this. Now, I'm really happy that their Scarf Togekiss died. Nice. Like I said, oh, forgot where I was for a sec. Hippowdon made sense because if they go Salazzle, I can Earthquake them and knock them out. I don't think I'm going to lose to Dragapult just because of Grassy Glide and things like that. I don't mind getting up rocks just to weaken them. They're not going to do much to me anyway. Especially because, look at Rillaboom and look at their team, man. Let me go Rillaboom right now and see if I can just mess them up. Go ahead. If I knock off, they just get in Salazzle anyway, so it doesn't matter. Otherwise, I do some massive damage here. I don't see what they do for me clicking knockoff now. Are they Gyro Ball as their other move? Are they Chopple Berry or Rocky Helmet? They were Rocky Helmet. There's usually Body Press, right? My boy, 8. And we'll just Drain Punch here. They might not see it coming considering I knocked off first. Now, from a positioning standpoint, oh, I didn't kill. That's cool though. Just Drain Punch once more. Obviously, Dragapult's still annoying, but my Hippowdon being at the percentage it is makes Dragapult not a threat. Because Rillaboom has no use in this game. It loses to every Pokemon on their team. But I just go for knockoff, that way they can't Dragon Dance up. And then I bring out my Hippowdon and click Slack Off. Hippowdon doesn't die, click Slack Off here. That is Specs Magearna, but I have my Dragalge as a sack. And the reason I say Dragalge over Magnezone is because Magnezone now clicks Thunderbolt and it KOs every Mon. If they Dragon Dance up with Dragapult, I knock them out with Earthquake. If they go Ferrothorn, I knock it out with Earthquake and it has 0 recovery. Magnezone gets a kill if they go into this. Perfect. Just click Earthquake here, get my KO. What if they're max speed? I've actually seen Jolly Thunder Wave. I've suggested it rather to Gator in an attempt to, with Focus Sash, in an attempt to live a V create from Victini, Thunder Wave it, and then outspeed it after and explode. It was a draft league game. I'm very bad. But so now Dragapult should never be able to beat me. There's the Magearna. We're going to give them the Dragalge. And this works too because if they opt to Trick here, they get a Black Sludge. As they go for Aura Sphere, something that I completely don't care about. Now Thunderbolt, man, it hits everything. Shoot. Right back out into Magnezone we go too, because now I get to click Specs Thunderbolt. If they Volt Switch, so be it. That's modest. Specs Magearna, they're usually modest. Oh, which makes sense why these things are timid. And now I click Modest Thunderbolt and I get a kill. And the only thing I got to make sure is that Salazzle doesn't mess with me too much, but I should be good. Keep my rocks up too. Mana Buzz is gone, so Earthquake gets a KO as well whenever it comes out. If this is sub-toxic, my best play is just to go out to Dragalge here. And then bring out the boy to win. Let's go Hippo. Click Earthquake here. Get my KO. If they go Magearna, then I just sack Magnezone. But Earthquake picks up a KO. I could see them hitting me in an attempt to get in Dragapult, but like maybe a Flamethrower in an attempt to get in Dragapult to try and break through me. But I do have Sucker Punch as well. Give me Salazzle, thank you. You're useless here, so we'll sack our Mandibuzz as the Aura Sphere. Huh. I might as well make it. I mean, if I'm faster, I might as well make it that they don't get up. They don't have any hazard. It's going up. And then we go Cinderace and ideally hit a Pyro Ball and win the game from there. Because all I have to do is attack into Dragapult. I go for my most accurate move versus Pult. Magnezone's at full, so it should even live a mixed Fire Blast. They would have to be Dragon Dance, Sucker Punch as well. 90, 90. Nice. Alright, well, they're unfortunately +1. I guess this is how I could lose this game. We'll see if they're Fire Blasting. Ah, nice. Good game. Came down to that at the end, but yeah, I got some justice. So basically, they could have still been Sucker Punch on their... I didn't Sucker Punch with my Cinderace because they could have still been Sucker Punch, but I guess I could have done it in the next one because they didn't even bother going for it. I thought they would Sucker Punch me considering I was a Psychic type, but maybe they didn't have it. So I still had Cinderace in the back to potentially Sucker Punch. Either way, Dragalge was pretty nice in this live. Not only did it just take hits from everything, but it got up T-Spikes in some games to allow me to allow other Pokemon to win, like Cinderace. And I mean, in this scenario too, it also got rid of Scarf Togekiss. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.